Can't really turn this up very high. So, here's what happens if you go inside the Jinja Palace now. Zombified Thread Room. For one thing, we get this cool, scary remix, and Jingling, basically an enemy that you cannot kill. And yeah, this little thing turned to soot. Yeah. Don't mess with Tarzan! He's got a terrible temper! Yeah, if you hang around here, Jingling will give you hints on some of the bosses. Well, I'll just tell you something about the bosses, but it's kind of fun. It's a nice little foreshadow. Yeah, if you push, well, you can't push it that far. Don't mess with Tarzan. Okay, screw. I'm not gonna. I guess we'll just wait until we get to the bosses, then I'll mention them myself. Hello there, Banjo! How are we today? Pretty good, Mrs. Bottles. And yourself? Oh, fine, fine. Tell her about Ghosty Boy. Keep quiet, Kazooie. What was that? Is Bottles okay? He should be back from some mountain for his dinner soon. He never misses his dinner, you know. I'm sure he'll be back soon, Mrs. B. Let me look at that. Look at that cup. How do I... Okay, bye. Yeah, BT. Where's my bottles got to? Need to get back and deal with that monster in our bedroom! We've got to tell her, Banjo. Not now, Kazooie. Yeah, one of the things I like about Banjo-Tooie, it's a bit darker than the first game. I mean, we're only like 20 minutes, like one video in, and already 2 people have died. It's kind of funny that the moles and Jinjas have a rivalry, and both of their matriarchs have been killed. So this is not going to be a kickball game for a while. Hello, Banjo! Hi, Goggles. Since you and Daddy are such good friends, I'll give you these prototype glasses he's working on. Did he finish working on them by any chance? Oh yes, I believe they're called the Amazogaze glasses. How do they work? Well, when in Banjo's eyes view, use right stick up and down to zoom in and out. Not bad. So yeah, we get a new ability. You know, that kid is playing with a... Yeah, like this. He's playing with a Donkey Kong toy, and, you know, Donkey Kong is Nintendo owned, so... How are the Amazogaze glasses working out? I'm sure my daddy will be able to fix them if they're broken. But can anyone fix Daddy? Why does he need fixing? Kazooie means your mom was just fixing up his dinner. Oh, that's alright then. I was afraid you meant he'd been blasted by a fatal spell or something. Oh. you know, Grunty's spell was green, like the killing curse from Harry Potter. You know, Avada Kedavra! So, it's kind of interesting. The same with the Big Blaster's laser. Hey there, Banjo! Hi, Specky! Me and my dad are going to be playing in the big kickball tournament next week over at the Mayan Stadium. King Jingling has organized it especially for my dad. He's such a hero. My voice hurts. Alright, I don't suppose you have any substitutes? Why would we need substitutes? My dad is the best on the team. I'm sure he is. And did you know that tunnel over there is my secret way out of the village? You might find it useful. We already know that. King Dingling is a personal friend of ours. He opened it up especially for us. Nice! So yeah, if you came here beforehand, you would have got that same cutscene with King Ding Dong. So what does he say next? Oh, come on. Talk to him. Say, for example, that your dad has been terminally zapped by an evil witch's spell. How would you react? I don't understand. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. So yeah. It's kind of disturbing when you think about it. So about Grunty's Big Blaster, like, it filled up a relatively large portion just by killing Jingling. I am Jiggy Wiggy, and this is my temple. If you want to see me, you'll need to get past my doorman first. Oh, we gotta fight him. So Grunty could just like blast a few areas and it should be filled up in no time. Instead, she wants to destroy the whole island. I guess to ensure her absolute victory. Makes sense. But for getting your body back, you know, it didn't seem like it would take much. So before we go to the place, let's go this way first. And we get our very first Jinjo. Yippee! You saved me! I'm off for home now! And I just realized a lot of characters had Mickey Mouse voices. Thanks for rescuing me! I live in this house with the rest of my similar colored family, not the White House or anything. Rescue us all, and we'll give you the family heirloom. One of the things to like about Tooie or Kazooie, for Kazooie, you can usually complete a world in one sitting, like no backtracking. But not only is there a lot of backtracking, you'll have to do a lot of objectives that will unlock other objectives in those other worlds, and we got that a couple times in Banjo-Kazooie, but it's used a lot in Tooie, and it's really cool. I am a lowly disciple of Jiggy Wiggy. I work the door of his sacred temple to keep out those who are not worthy. Sounds like fun. Do you think we are worthy? That depends. To prove yourself worthy to enter, you must collect images in the form of Jiggy Wiggy himself. And what might these images look like? Jigsaw pieces, also known as Jiggies. That sounds familiar. Let's see what you have then. It seems you have collected enough Jiggies to be allowed inside. Remember, no cameras permitted, and only food purchased at McJiggies can be eaten within. It's knowing the Xbox, it does have a camera built in. So yeah, the puzzles are different too. Greetings, O Chosen One. You have entered the sacred temple of Jiggy Wiggy. Approach the golden monolith if you wish to prove yourself worthy. First there's a secret. Have you looked on the roof of the Red Jinjo house? Yeah, try to get up there. Quincy World is where fortune may smile upon you. Yeah, not till later. An egg container followed by jingling? What? Okay, now I don't quite understand what that means. So in Kazooie, you had to look for puzzles around Grunty's lair and use the amount of Jiggies you had to complete it. But for this one, this is the only puzzle in the game, and it's one of those moving puzzles like that mini-game from Banjo 1. You must complete the image before you if you wish to travel to where it shows. Use the left stick to guide your hand. Press A to pick up a piece. Once a piece is held, it can be placed down by pressing A. Return to the outside by pressing X. You only have a limited time to prove yourself. The Jiggly grant you luck. So, yeah. And yeah, you don't use the respective amount of Jiggies you have. For example, the one Jiggy to fill in one piece is, multiple pieces missing, and it gets harder each time. You have completed Jiggy Wiggy's challenge once, and now the Great One will show you the way. I kinda liked it better in Banjo 1, where you had to find the puzzle and make a little painting, like a Mario 64 painting. This one kinda gives you a cool preview of part of the world. Behold the power of the mighty Jiggy Wiggy. Funny name. So yeah, we kinda didn't look at it, but the first world is just over there, right next to the temple. And I don't have enough. So there's nothing else we can do, and we can't go back in until we get the next requirement, which is just 3 more Jiggies. Yeah, very easy indeed. This is a warp pad! Find another one in this world, and you'll be able to warp between them. This is the first world of the game, the Mayhem Temple. In each world, there are 10 Jiggies, 5 Jinjos, 3 honeycomb pieces, like we just saw, and 3 Cheetah pages. Here's the first Jinjo. Oops. And inverted... Well, okay, down makes you go down, so okay. So yeah, the Black Jinjo family has the most amounts, with 9 members. Yeah, and each colored family, their amount goes up by 1. You found some notes, boy! Now come and find me! And like Banjo-Kazooie, 900 notes in each world. But here's the thing. Each note comes in packs of 5, so it's like... Basically, 100 divided by 5 is 50. Hey, get your sorry hide over here and press B! That's not even all of them. Look, watch me find all the notes in like a few minutes. A few seconds, more like. You found another warp pad! Move on to it and press B to warp to any other warp pad that you have activated in this world. So, yeah. 80 notes worth of regular notes, or note nests. Oh, let's collect this, actually. You've collected a skill stop honeycomb! Press A to stop, or X to stop your energy bar as close to the top as possible. Yes. X is blue, just like the A button. So yeah. You might want to avoid collecting those just because they're a chore and you kind of gamble with your health. Each world there is also one of these. 20 notes. Nice one, punk! Treble clefs are worth a mighty 20 notes. But yeah, that was all the notes in this world. Yeah, they're not as scattered as in Banjo-Kazooie, they're extremely easy to find, and they're relatively close to each other. But here's what the notes are for. Only 25. Drill Sergeant James R's reporting for duty, sir! Banjo, get a load of this buzzer. He looks like Bottles in uniform. Of course I look like Bottles, you punk. He's my brother. How's the geek keeping anyhow? Not too good. Recently deceased at the hands of Grunty the Witch. Sorry to hear that, Fleaball. Did he go out fighting? Playing cards, actually. Typical. So you'll be wanting to learn some of my special moves to get even with the witch, huh? Not really. Bottles taught us loads in the last game. Ha! He only knew novice moves. You'll get nowhere without my advanced techniques. He's right. Sounds good to us, Jamzars. Why not teach us a few now? Not that easy, punk. You've got to prove your sorry selves first by collecting me a few notes. Come back if you can find enough. Hey, wait a minute. I see you've got enough notes from my first lesson. Listen and learn, you punks. Hey, game. What you need is an aiming sight. Hit the target, then you might. First person view by pressing Y. Hit LT or RT to fire with accuracy. That'll be all. Dismissed! You know, that didn't even rhyme because it used to be up C, but it's not up C anymore! Stupid. Yeah, you did. Wrong button. But yeah, this is a really cool mechanic because you get to, because instead of just crouching and shooting eggs in your ground level direction, you get to shoot eggs in the air now, kind of like Zelda's arrows. Speaking of Zelda, how I like to treat this as sort of a dungeon style. I want to go to certain places and pretend the individual Jiggies are like dungeon keys. And you get to unlock new parts of the dungeon, basically. It's really cool. Treasure Chamber. What's up with you? It's terrible. I can't find Targasan's favorite priceless relic thingy. I think it may have been stolen. Tough luck. We don't care. Help Chief Buzzed fight it, and I'll reward you with a Jiggy. A Jiggy? Well, in that case. Great. I'll open the other door for you, but please hurry. And yeah, there's a Cheetah page. So, in the first game you had to use notes to open note doors. So this one you pay for moves. This is an extra honeycomb piece! That's it. Can't really advance in this place yet. And yeah. The note doors aren't really in this game, so you can't really complain what they do to the notes, because the notes are just used by abilities. It's a bit more convenient. And the thing is, there are a lot more abilities in this game than there are in Banjo-Tooie. And you're gonna want to be finding them if you want to get 100% in this game. There we go. Hey, amazing! I could hardly believe it! You neatly sorted those flies out! And you know from the crop jacks, lady, I believe you owe us a jiggy! Oh, I guess I do. Yeah. That's our first real mission complete. Extremely easy. And the jiggy count counts your total for their game, not the total for the current world you're in. But while we're in the vicinity, let's just go on and learn another ability. Bringo Blaster! Here's a move that's a lot of fun! Now use Kazooie as a handheld gun! L to your R-T fire Zangs both high and low! So Kazooie's temple, when you can go! What he means is, we cannot enter a certain area until we have that move, but we're not going to do that place yet. Because we're doing the Zelda style. I want to go out. So, don't go in there yet. Right here's what I call a dungeon key. Just cuz. And with this dungeon... Ouch! With this dungeon key, we will... open this locked door. Mumbo's hut. Here's another collectible. You caught a Glumbo! They're supposed to have magical powers! Mumbo is also different in this game, and you'll soon see why. Ah, Baron Bird here at last! Mumbo, best shaman in game, so built new skull. Mumbo also want to help, but must find me magic creature. Oh, we've got a Glumbo. Let's give magic creature to Mumbo if want help. Want Mumbo's help? Sure, we need all the help we can get. Throw it in Mumbo's bag. Instead of Mumbo transforming us into something, we play as Mumbo. Ah, Mumbo get to be hero at last. Press A, X to use my shaman zapstick. Return me to my chair. We want to be Baron Bard again. Now, before you complain about there being no transformations in this game, you won't be disappointed. Okay. So Mumbo has missions of his own, and you know, like games that have a variety of character gameplay. Earlier we found that little Mumbo space. With Mumbo, we actually get to use it. Hope this works. Summon Golden Goliath! In each world, Mumbo has a certain spell that he will use on certain targets. In this case... Mumbo magic make Golden Goliath rise. Magic only lasts short time. To control me again, return Sachi to its base and press B. Now, we only have very few purposes for this monster. One thing, we can break this open. We can break this boulder and get A flight pad. Ooh, I love flying in video games. Kill this thing if you want. I don't think he stays dead. Here's the thing about the enemies. They do not stay dead, unlike in Banjo-Kazooie. They will respawn after a short time, like in DK64. We can also use him to collect this Jinjo. Or not. Okay. Okay, in the N64 version, his foot could have collected the Jinjo, but that does not appear to be the case in this version. But he can collect this Jiggy, so yeah, easy Jiggy. And by wasting time with this Jinjo, I'm not going to be able to make it over there. Get. Mamba magic, run out. Yeah, that little door there. You don't really need to break that open yet, but, you know, it's there whenever you're ready. But that's pretty much Mumbo's only purpose in this world. He will have more roles in the following worlds, rest assured. It's easier to return to his skull by killing yourself. Can you talk to this guy? Sorry, but there is no way you are coming in here. Yeah, we didn't really talk to him earlier, but he's kind of an asshole. And yeah, nothing Mumbo can do in there, especially. So yeah, first death, but it returns us to the skull faster. That's the thing, there are no lives in this game. And like, it would have been cool if you ran out of lives or chose to quit the game. You got to see a game over scene where Grunty destroys the island, but no. Like, DK64 had a game over scene, Banjo-Kazooie had a game over scene, not this game. It's kinda lame, but what can you do? So, there's one more new ability we can learn in that room. We're gonna go here first. Yeah. We saw all our old moves, don't worry. Okay. And one thing I like is the Banjo has a shadow in this game. That goes to show how improved the graphics are. But it's one of those shadows that just stays over him. It's not on the opposite side of the sun or anything, but still. Any matching shadow effect is cool. Grip grab! Listen up to what you're told! On the edges you can now hold, move along with the greatest of ease, but next attack what you please. Finding it tough, huh? Looks like you need some rations. That'll be all. Dismissed! So yeah, we can actually grab on the ledges. That must have caused quite a hassle for players of the first game. Kinda like in Rayman, you had to learn the ledge grab. Oh yeah, might have noticed earlier, but the worlds have warp pads in this game. That's because you're gonna be needing them, rest assured. Unlike the first game, the worlds in this game are very huge. That means there's more to do, of course. Alright, can we do this? Position accurately, please. Oh, damn it! I thought you'd steal Slumber's gold. He slept. Did you? Well, yes, to be honest. But I heard you coming, clumsy bear. Oh. Splendid. I seem to have gone. Must get some more sleep. I remember when I played the N64 version of this, I got that without you waking him up, but... Screw you, man! So yeah, he never wakes up again. It's kind of... I don't know why he doesn't, but... So yeah, plenty of ledge-grabbing segments, and these little snapdragons will hit you and try to bite you. Don't worry about them. So that's our first cheetah page in the world, not including Spiral Mountain. We can't go in here yet, but there's nothing really we can do in there, so don't worry about it. Nico home, Nico home, Nico home. Sorry about old Kazooie, dumb bird, that's right, haha. Wait a minute, what'd you say? Oh yeah, these are the inhabitants of this world, you cannot speak to them. Okay, before we go in there, let's just go back. Because, yeah, there's actually a few more things we can do with the Flight Path. And for now, we'll pretend that place over there is just another dungeon key. Or locked door. I feel like these controls are inverted. Like, compared to the N64. I mean, yeah, down makes you go down, but for some reason I can't get used to that. So, yeah, it's another honeycomb piece. That's cool for us. But we can also use flying to get up in here. Where we get the other cheetah page. So now we're in the upper part of the temple, which... you could have gotten here using the ledge grab, but it's much faster to use the flight, just because we can. In this game, you do not have the ground pound switches, they press automatically. Now, here's one of my favorite qualities about this game. We are in a whole different world. You had to accomplish certain tasks in one world by going to different worlds. It's really cool. Ouch! Well, that failed. Oh, get out, Unga's cave. I'm just kind of trying to cheat that. Yeah, I could do this all the time on N64. Oh, damn it! Ah. I really want to do this. I really want to cheat this. Oh, I really wanna. But if I get low on health, I'm just gonna give up. Cheater! You had to do the same thing you did with the snake, doing the little tiptoe dance, but screw that! They put those platforms there for my convenience. Yeah, it looks like it's gone, but, you know, we're just in our infinite space backpack. I don't get why we couldn't just do it like that before. We just got forced to carry it out that way. You found Targastan's priceless relic thingy! The cavemen stole it! Why, the thieving little... Careful, this is a family game! Hardly. Oh yes, so it is. Why don't I just give you a jiggy? That makes sense to me. Hi, Babble gone! Me in much trouble, big beatings. Things are a lot more animated in this game too, which is also nice. But anyway,